Hello everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. You'll want to check out this one-pot meal called Mexican-style salsa chicken. This is a healthy main dish. It has a subtle sweet and spicy flavor, and it's a real nice surprise and appeals to a lot of people. And it can be ready in about an hour. So without further ado, let's get right to making this recipe. And I use chicken breast. You can use dark meat if you want, but I start with 2 large chicken breasts. And in a Dutch oven, I pour 2 tablespoons of canola oil. You'll need about 2.5 cups of cooked and chopped chicken breast. And I chop it in fairly large chunks. And I only fry it until it starts to brown a little bit. And bear in mind that when you do all your chopping, it should be done up ahead of time. So next would be 2 cups of chopped sweet potato. And leave those in smaller chunks so that they'll cook through quicker. Now dump them into the pot on top of your chicken. Then next I add about 4 cups of mild salsa sauce. So that's roughly 2 of these jars that are about 16 ounces. And when you pour each jar in, I rinse them out with a little bit of water. So in total, about a cup of water. And you'll need that moisture in order to help cook the potatoes. And stir all this together until it's well combined. Place a lid on your pot and turn your heat on high. And once it starts to boil, then you'll reduce the heat and let it simmer. And now that it's just starting to simmer, add about 1 cup of freshly chopped mango. Now I used the mango and it turned out really well, but you can substitute for a nectarine. You need something with a firm flesh. And even if you're not fussy about mangoes in themselves, you don't really know they're in there because it soaks up the flavor of the salsa. And it adds a lot of extra nutrients to the dish. And just to have that mango in there, it makes the dish quite refreshing. Between the mango and the sweet potato, it adds a sweet flavor and offsets some of the spices. And while it's cooking, you'll need to stir it frequently and cover it so that the potatoes will cook through. You want the potatoes tender, but it will only take about 10 minutes. Leave them a little bit crisp. Now add 2 tablespoons of Tajin Seasoning. In Spanish, Tajin means thunder or smoke. And this is a spice that can be used in almost anything. It adds a little zing and an extra flavor. And of course we can't forget salt and pepper. And I just sprinkle a little over the top. And then take a spoon and mix that in really well. And I covered it and let it simmer for a little bit longer because the potatoes were still not tender. I do like them to be a little bit crisp so that they don't turn to mush. So do keep a close eye on it because there's a perfect timing for this. Now then for some brown rice. I'm using pre-cooked brown rice because it's nice and easy. I did add about another 1/2 cup of water as well. And so for the brown rice, I added about a cup of cooked brown rice. And this will be ready in 2 minutes. Next, add 1 tablespoon of parsley flakes. Give that a good stir, and it's now ready to serve. And doesn't that look appetizing? And does it make you want to have a bowl? I think I'm going to go try some. Yep, it's surprisingly really delicious. So this recipe makes enough for about 4 or 5 people. When you serve it up, you can sprinkle the top with a little bit of chives if you like. And this stores well in the fridge if you have any leftovers. So go ahead and try it. And until next time, happy eating and thank you so much for watching today's episode. And I hope you give it a thumbs up and comment in the comment section.